Hi, my name is Alexandra Minakova. I'm a dancer, artist, creator, and today is the second episode of my short series Top 5 that I've created for you, where I talk about things that helped me to be better artist, dancer, personality, and I hope might help you as well. And today I'll be talking about diet, and I like to call it diet concepts that I developed for myself over the years, and that helped me to cleanse my body and to connect with nature. And though my lips are painted very chocolate today because I like chocolate and coffee, we'll be talking about quite healthy stuff to eat every day. And I have been a vegetarian actually for years, but I kind of eat fish, seafood. Sometimes I eat eggs. I drink milk on a daily basis, and I also eat cottage cheese on a daily basis. Yeah, I feel very sorry for animals, of course, and I'm very puzzled and frustrated with the situation of constantly growing population on the planet and constantly growing number of meat eaters, and I seriously don't know what exactly we're going to do about it, but definitely we have to do something about it. Obviously COVID is not a way, but somehow we need to solve this problem. But my body refused to eat meat much earlier, and it just happened automatically. I didn't do anything special about it, and it just happened. I felt like it's not right, and I stopped. So my body refused to eat meat. That's it. And then after that, the whole concept, the whole picture of what's going on in the world came to me. And as I said, I still am comfortable with eating some fish, seafood, and I'm really into milk products right now. But also one of my struggles is cutting off unnecessary carbs, like a little bit of pastries and chocolate. And I understand that maybe it's quite hard to cut it off absolutely. At least it should be done gradually. It's very hard to do at once, because I gave up alcohol, and for 2 years I really haven't had even a drop of an alcohol, and it was quite easy because I felt uncomfortable, and that was easy, and that was really, now I feel really great without it. But without in the situation with chocolate or with something sweet like honey, I guess it's very hard to cut it out absolutely, because our body needs carbs and it needs energy. Absolutely. And especially as a dancer who has a lot of physical loadings, it's very hard to cut it off, to cut it out at all. So, but my ultimate goal is to be more natural, to eat healthy, to eat more plants, more vegetables, fruit, to eat naturally. And I've developed certain concepts for myself that really has been very helpful. And today I'm going to share it. I hope it will be helpful for you too. And the first concept I'm going to introduce is the concept of white food. What do I mean by that? The white color, it speaks itself, you know, it's a color of cleanness, of brightness, refreshment. It's a very light color. And so when I stick to this plan, to this concept, I try to eat all white, like cottage cheese, eggs. Sometimes I would boil squid, bananas, apples. I sometimes cook some white rice with vegetables, of course, but it's a concept of all white. And it really helps you to clean your thoughts as well, not only your body, because this diet is actually quite rich on proteins, quite healthy, but also this concept of whiteness helps you mentally as well. Another concept is, I guess, very popular right now. Everybody are talking about it. It's a plant-based plan or plant-based diet. And it really includes everything that comes from soil, like vegetables, fruits, and you might add some nuts and beans to that. But when I used to be on this plan, I actually had only vegetables and fruits, maybe a little bit of nuts, but more of vegetables and fruits. And actually, in my life, that was a time of a quarantine when I really could afford it. I didn't have any serious physical loadings. I've been on this plan for a month, and I remember being 1 day a week, being on a cleansing day, like a day on water. And that was absolutely a refreshing experience. But again, I wouldn't advise you going only on fruits and vegetables when you have physical loadings. So try to include at least nuts and beans, something that gives you proteins, and something like honey maybe that gives you that energy, because body really needs it. Next concept is the concept of a natural food. And it's almost like plant-based, but again, we are talking about food that comes from nature. So if you're a meat eater, you might add some chicken, you might add some meat, but actually it's better chicken, again, fish, something lighter. And the idea is not to process it anyhow. Stick to boiling, to bakery. Try to bake things, boil things, or eat it fresh. But everything that comes from nature is okay. Next concept is the concept of cleansing days. And to me, that was also very, very spiritual, because as I said, I had this plan when I was going on plant-based diet, and 1 day a week, I had a cleansing day on water or tea, or just tea. And I meditated a lot at that period, and that was very helpful. And this combination of cleansing your body and meditating was really, really effective. And again, I would not advise you to do that immediately. Like if you have eaten a lot of meat and pizza today and tomorrow you go 1 day on water, your body might need that automatically because you have eaten a lot today. But if you are doing that consciously, you better prepare yourself. You better gradually reduce the amount of food that you eat during the day, and then slowly, step by step, you just go on vegetables and fruits, and then you end up with this 1 day on water. And maybe you will manage to be from 1 to 7 days on water even. It's up to you. You should be very careful and very attentive to your personal body needs, to your physicality, to your personal plans. It's very important, but actually cleansing days really, really work. And the last concept, or I would even call it an idea that I keep in my mind all the time, is the idea of food supplements, fiber, vitamins and microelements, because unfortunately we don't always get enough of vitamins and microelements with natural food, with food we eat, and especially we don't get it in fast food. It's obvious. So you should know your personal physical requirements, and for me it depends on a season of the year. It might depend on my personal needs, and if I know that I might have some problems during certain period in my life, I try to prevent those problems to avoid any other serious complications with your health. So sometimes I go on omegas, like right now I have omega course and I have B group vitamins course. Sometimes I go with vitamins that are helpful for immune system. Sometimes I go with calcium, potassium, magnesium. Sometimes, as I said, omega and stuff like that. So food supplements that can really help you to keep the balance of vitamins and microelements that are so necessary in your body. And I would also recommend you to include products that are rich in fiber in your diet, because really it's very important to have enough fiber in your diet, because it really helps you to improve your digestion. So better include carrot, apples, and don't forget about whole grains products. So one more time, top 5 food concepts that help you to refresh yourself, to cleanse your body, and to connect with nature. Number one is the concept of white food. When you eat everything white, like cottage cheese, squid, eggs, banana, apple, a little bit of white rice, everything white. Next is plant-based concept of vegetables, fruits, and everything that comes strictly from the soil. Another concept is natural food concept, which includes all natural, and try to stick to boiling, baking products and eating them fresh. Another concept is cleansing days that really can be helpful if you combine it with meditations especially. And it means that you go from 1 to even 5 or 7 days if you are able. You go on water or just tea. And the last concept, or I would call it an idea, is the idea of food supplements, vitamins and microelements that you need, and don't forget about the fiber. So I hope this video was useful for you. I hope you all are well, and I wish you really healthy, natural, spiritual days. Thank you for watching this video. I will be very happy to see you on my YouTube channel again, and have a nice day. See you next time.